It's Kimberlee and welcome back to my channel. I make videos on all things lifestyle on a budget and I'm moving! Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I'm moving. I have found a place. If you saw my recent video on top tips for New York City apartment hunting, I was mentioning that I was looking for a place in the city, probably a studio apartment or one bedroom if I found the right price. I did find a studio apartment in Manhattan in the Murray Hill Midtown area and I'm really happy. I think that area is really beautiful. I kind of happened upon this listing on a Sunday. I was doing a weekend of searching and I was really impressed with the options that they had, and there was one that was in my price range. This is going to be an empty apartment tour, and if you want to stay through to the end, the rest of the video I'm going to be sharing some video walkthroughs that I took for other places and videos that were sent to me from Craigslist, which is a whole nother thing. That is the Wild Wild West. I mentioned it before, I'll say it again, but I did go on there to take a look at some places and I got some crazy stories, but then also like a beautiful walkthrough of an apartment that I thought was legit, but it was not. So stay tuned through the end if you're curious about just seeing other places in the city that I was looking at and that are out there. Today I'm showing you my empty apartment tour. There's a studio with kind of like an alcove, L shape, whatever you want to call it. Older appliances, but it's okay. I actually had a cleaning company come in. They're called Cleanie, and I had them clean because this place I don't think was inhabited for quite a while. They went in and cleaned and it looks so much better. Let's get into it and let's see my place. Okay, so right as you enter, you have the kitchen right here. I know it's super tiny, but I'm only one person, so I think it'll be fine. I've got a stove right here. Little fun fact is that if you lift this right here, if you have a ton of stuff stuck in your stove, you can lift this, and this is how you can clean it. There were pills in here, there was leaves in here. I can't even explain it, but again, I was able to lift that, and the cleaning people were able to go ahead and clean it, so I'm so happy about it. Only thing that's crazy about this is that there's no timer. It's just a little oven button, so I'm gonna have to get a kitchen timer so that I can make sure I know how long the stuff has been in the oven. A good amount of storage space here. It's a very interesting shape. Here's my fridge. This looked crazy before, but both the porter in the building and then the cleaning people cleaned it out and it looks much better. Here's the freezer. I'm gonna put some artwork like right here just to kind of make the space look pretty. Here's some cabinet storage over here, above, a random open space, but I think I'm gonna put one of those magnetic paper towel holders right here to kind of use this for spices. I don't know, who knows. More storage right here, that's ample. Forgot to mention that this is also like a condo, so somebody else basically owns it and is renting out the space, but here's good storage above here. There's a opening here, but it's basically the same one, so nice storage back there. Storage, etc. And then under the sink, which is probably where I'm thinking of putting my trash and my recycle, because obviously I don't want to put something right here in the way. So on the other side of the kitchen is the door, like I said before, and then two storage closets that have a lot of space in it. Something that really stood out to me was the storage. That definitely makes a difference for a studio apartment. And yes, I do have stuff already in there. I actually move in tomorrow, but they let me kind of put stuff in as I went. So lots of good storage up here, and hang coats and etc. down there. So it's really good amount of space, which I'm really happy about. I've also got a video intercom, not a deal breaker, but it was really important to me to be able to see the people that are coming in just for extra safety. Here's kind of like my walkway in. I do have giant windows, as you can see, but I'm not going to show it right now because there's nothing covering and just for safety for me. But they're huge and I have to figure out how to cover them all. But here is the first half pretty much of the space. And it's really nice space. The wall going across is about 17 in terms of feet, which is really great. This one over here is about 8.5 wide, so I think this is gonna end up being my living area, and I kept going back and forth about where I wanted to put the bed. And then coming around to this side, this is the rest of the space. That's like a little alcove area that I think I'm gonna put my bed over there. I've got AC and heat, which is great. I can already feel the heat coming up. Really happy about that, but there's little things about the flooring that it's just old, so I mean, we've cleaned it, we've tried, there's just nothing really else that I can do. But I am gonna try to figure out how I can like cutely cover it. More outlets right here. Here's a view from the other side. I feel like I'm in more than just one room. Then coming here towards the bathroom, I've got more storage. So I've got a lot of closets right over here, which is nice. This will be my linen closet and whatever else I need to put over there. And then over here, I've got another one. So here's the fourth closet. I've already got some storage in there and my air mattress until my bed comes. I have a bed that's coming from Nest Bedding that I'm super duper excited about. It's the Love and Sleep mattress. I'll be trying to create a eco-friendly space here. I'm gonna do my best to have things that are eco-friendly, good for the environment. And then coming into the bathroom, it's right over here. The sink is updated, but everything else is older. So I was able to get them to change the seat, which is nice. The toilet's all right. It's one of the tankless ones, so it's a little bit louder, but hopefully there's not that many toilet issues. And then I just hate that there's like a little bit of rust in the bottom. Nothing I can do about it. But I do like the mirror storage. Some storage that's nice. Again, storage is like the name of the game. They gave me a new sink, super pretty. Another one of those storages, things on the inside, the under sink. I'm just always curious about when I see holes and stuff. I just don't want anything that shouldn't be crawling through, but I do like the way this sink looks. I'm probably not gonna put like my toothbrushes in there, but I might use this for like cute plants or something like that. And then here is the shower. Decent size. I do not like the drain because it's just like a hole, but I think I'm gonna try and get something to go over it instead of that plug thing. I just like, so I want to get something to cover that. And then you just come back out here and let me see if I can creatively avoid my windows. But I have huge windows coming across that really make the space. So this is it. So some of the things that were deal breakers for me were elevator and laundry, and this building contains both. So there's an elevator and there's also laundry in the basement. You just use like a key card or whatever. So that was really important to me. Like I said, I think I sacrificed on some of the spaces of types of things. I mean, this is going to be my kitchen. This is it. But I'm okay with that because I really just wanted to feel like I had a separation in the space, and I feel like I will once I put all my stuff in there. There are other apartments in this building that were going for a little bit higher, and they have all the upgrades, so I think it's just a matter of this landlord is just not doing that or can't afford it. I'm not really sure, but in essence it helps me because it lowered the rent. And so speaking of the rent, originally the apartment was $2,000, but they had a rent concession, so it comes out to $1,500, and I am able to pay that net effective the whole way through, which is great. I'm super happy about that. As I mentioned in my other video, there are some really good rates right now in the city, so places that you wouldn't expect to be able to afford, depending on your budget, you can now be looking in that area. So it is a really good time to move. Some of the places that I did look at, it just seemed like it was an open space, so all your kitchen, your living area was all in the same one, and like that's totally fine, but I just felt like I wanted something that made me feel like there was a little bit of a change. Number one thing I will say is if you're searching for things right now, like when you have your meeting and you go through your walkthrough, like look at everything. I definitely didn't notice a lot of things because I didn't know what to look for, but take your time going through. Don't let them just talk your head off. Take your time going through, open things. You can open cabinets, you can flush toilets, you can turn on water if the water's working, etc. That's my number one tip to leave with you guys. Hey, so you made it this far. In the rest of this video, I'm going to be sharing other places that I looked at. I just wanted to share some places that I was also very interested in, but then ultimately did not end up choosing. I'll be having much more home and lifestyle content coming up. I've got to furnish this whole place, and then also my moving day vlog, so keep an eye out for that. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.